YouTubers, this is KeelanK6 aka Raymond. Welcome to the rendition of the old Mcjuggernuggets videos. Now, I had a request on someone on my stream, I think it was Grant Perez, I believe. He told me to do a reaction video of the Psycho Family Therapy to give you my feedback. Let you guys know I have watched the video, but let's take a look at old memory lane, because this is a family therapy session where they talk about how their lives were through the days and all that other stuff that's been happening over the years. So let's check this out, and I'll give you my feedback like always.
Calm down, come on. I'm sorry, we're gonna come out.
And here's the funny thing, why wouldn't they show the therapist's face?
Sorry, I just need to talk to you real quick. Look, I'm really excited for tonight, but I was wondering if I could film the session.
Filming just kind of makes me uncomfortable.
Well, see, when you asked me to do like diaries over the past year or so,
Right.
you know, I've been filming it. That's been my thing.
Okay.
So, you know, I figured if I filmed the session, I could like reflect on it and learn from stuff, you know.
Learn from it? I don't think he's learned anything.
Yeah, I didn't know what you
after
were
this.
talking in person.
You'll see, watch.
You think about it?
Okay. How about this? All right. As long as, you know, I'm not in the film, in your video, then
I can film your voice, though.
all right. I'll let you go with that. I have to tell you, I don't feel comfortable with it, but
Okay.
if it's going to help you,
Yeah, I think it will.
okay.
Now here's the thing, who's holding the camera right here?
Yeah,
if he's standing right there, he has like a long arm doing this.
I already kind of planned this. I was really hoping you'd say yes. This is my friend Corn here.
Oh, it's Corn.
Yeah. So he's gonna have the camera.
Oh, it's Corn. Oh yeah, I forgot. Corn was in this video.
Your name.
Who? The...
Well, you know how I do YouTube,
Yeah.
right? And people,
Okay.
they know. So,
I'm glad I got Bandicam. At least my phone won't overheat when I do this stuff. So, it's good, guys.
Pick it up in there when we're comfortable.
Okay, all right.
All right,
And
thanks.
your family members are okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know that's a lie.
You turn that on too? Yeah, they're both going. Alright. So
Why are you actually doing this? Seriously, recording?
We just turned them on. Could you just let me explain, because I was about to go into it.
Okay.
Or just film whatever. Just make sure you don't.
Now, this therapist, I wonder if that was one of the family members that was on the Thanksgiving video.
I reluctantly agree.
Right, but you did, and we can.
Ha! I like how he said I reluctantly agreed. She was like,
our stuff.
just say yes next time.
And
Be on my side.
I do want to put it on YouTube because
Of course,
people.
It's good on YouTube.
Yes.
Please subscribe to Big Brother.
Don't.
Subscribe to Big Brother.
If you stop, people care about us, and I know this is kind of what I want to talk about in this, is people care. People are invested in our lives and us as a family, and I care about them, and I want them to know these types of things. That's why. That's it.
But you constantly put all our crap on TV, on YouTube, TV, and everything nowadays. It's just, yeah,
You're so clueless.
yeah, but still, you videotape it.
TV, YouTube, a lot of people watching on
Let's get started then. That's perfect.
I just want to thank everyone for allowing me in your home.
The one that doesn't look happy is Big Brother right there.
Have an open forum, discuss some of the issues. And
There's issues.
You just let her do her job.
I didn't
So-
know the Nintendo powers.
so I believe the best way to do this is to maybe, well, you know what, Jess? How do you feel this should go?
Well, I was gonna ask you, are we just all free to speak, or is it like this person talks and everybody else listens?
Oh, it's all, it's fine.
You know what I mean?
Well, we could.
Wait a minute,
start
so
off with
this is what I mean, guys. Everything has to be circulated on him.
and go from there.
He's hoping that nobody will
How do
interrupt.
you feel about that?
That's how it is, guys.
Because I have a lot to share. I have a lot to say to everyone and like to each person individually. But I kind of wanted to go last because what I have to say, it's a lot.
Just want to say the last word and.
No, that's not what it is.
Okay.
It's
Come on, somebody talk. Do something, please.
So what you're saying to me, Jesse, is you don't want to be the first one to speak at this time. You would rather have.
Because I have so much, like I have a lot to say, but I want to hear what everyone else has to say first.
Really?
I just don't want to think.
Well, I just want this all to work. I want everybody to have an open mind. I want everybody to be take it serious and stop joking around.
I
And,
agree. I agree.
I want everybody to learn why they do things they're doing and, like, what can we do to stop it and get along and be happy.
Those two will never get along.
It's not just us two.
It's not
It's
just
not
them,
just
it's
us
you
two.
too.
It's all provoked. Everything that ever
And
happens.
you're
is
provoking right
provoked.
now.
Yeah.
Everybody has a
Because I don't
problem
want to
here.
be here.
Wow. Well, then why are you here? Nobody's forcing you to be a part of this session.
Yeah, there is. Everybody wants all of us to be here. We gotta be here.
Yes.
You don't want to make this work?
Of course I want to make it work, but do I want to sit here? No.
What's it gonna hurt? Is it gonna hurt anything if you just sit here and actually talk to
What?
your kids?
Whatever. I'll sit here. Go ahead.
I'm sure he talks to the
Talk.
kids. They just don't listen.
Mom, I think Mom should talk.
All right, Jerry, you have the floor.
Really?
Okay. Well, the first thing I want to discuss is the very last thing that happened with the officer.
Oh, don't. I'll take this. I didn't know we were gonna go. This whole thing is happening. Why we called you for this is I found out. I
Well,
found out that you were full of shit when I confronted you in your bedroom the other day, and you said that you didn't know anything about Joan calling the cops or
That was
anything.
a need to know
You-
basis.
I need to know basis.
You
That's
need to
such
know.
bullshit.
It was for your
That's-
benefit. The
and
whole
sorry
thing.
if I'm cursing, but no, you fucking lied. You lied straight to my face.
and you lied to him too.
Tell me right now, you set it up. You faked me getting arrested because you thought that would help me.
Okay, I did. Big deal. I thought it was going to help you. A little Scared Straight, you know, the TV show.
It doesn't actually work, you know that, right? It's just a show.
It doesn't matter. It was an attempt to try to make you to stop spazzing.
It did the exact opposite. And I don't think I'm spazzing now. Spazzing makes it seem
Yeah,
irrational.
spazzing.
I know.
Spazzing is when you flip out in a store because you have to pick up 50-pound bags of fur.
No, I was flipping out. You weren't even listening. I was flipping out because he wasn't doing shit to help me. And he was filming me.
You carried fucking
Yeah, it was 12 bags. It was 12 bags.
And he filmed it.
Try not to curse.
Well, that I didn't know about the filming. I asked Kenny the actor, to play the cop. We got a uniform.
Kenny, the actor.
Well, he wanted to be in high school, but it didn't work out for him. But he always wanted to do it.
Oh, wow.
I walked in and he'd do it. We rented a Crown's Bay.
He said you lied to me right to my face. We all know that he lied to him too, so.
I didn't see wrong. Just setting your son up like that.
No, actually, it didn't seem wrong. No, I thought it would help you. And then who the hell told you or in your mind that you wanted to bolt from the scene?
Oh, what the hell else was I gonna do, honestly?
Because you were spazzing.
It's fight or flight, and I decided to run because everyone's against me.
Cut it out. No.
Fight or
Just
flight?
like now.
You don't fight a cop.
Nobody's against you.
Is this how it's supposed to go? Is this how we're just yelling at each other and fighting? Does this help anything?
I don't know if he.
Well, it's good to let out your anger. It's not better to keeping it inside you. You gotta let it out. You're like a balloon. You're full of air. You're ready to pop.
And your art.
Don't. And that
Don't tell me that you.
She knew about it. I discussed it with her.
I wouldn't have done
And
anything.
that's really on my eye.
What the fuck are we doing? Why are we doing this? If you thought this would help?
You're the one who, hey, you said it.
It would help. I think it got a little out of control though.
Yeah, because he tackled me. He tackled me into some shit. He was digging metal into my wrist because he didn't know how to cuff.
Okay,
Your actor friend Kenny didn't even know how to cuff.
Okay, Spaz. Why did you run?
That doesn't help. That doesn't help anything. Call me names like
The
that.
negative calling of names does not help, Jeff. It doesn't.
Okay, I won't call him Spaz. But he did. He spazzed. You did.
You don't run from a cop, guys. Less than one.
That's why this won't go anywhere. You're You're
I
right.
didn't say that. I said you spat.
Lesson 1, guys. Don't run from a cop.
You spaz all the time too.
Hello, yeah.
You break his stuff.
Actually, yeah. Can we go into that? Can we
What's
explore
called?
that for a
That's
second? Could I get the floor? Could I
When
get
you
the floor?
break his stuff,
Could I
what
get the
is
floor?
it?
Half of it's provoked.
Could I get the floor?
That's what you did to him, you provoked
Could
him.
I get the floor?
Jesse, you can have
Take the floor.
Shut the
He sounded like Dr. Ritz. Keep it down.
That's listen.
Oh, man. This is something, guys.
Alright, let's rewind. Let's talk about how this
Let's
all
rewind.
started. This is I didn't have a job out of college.
Alright.
And you shredded my video games with your lawnmower that summer.
That's because you never came out of your room.
That's besides the point. What I was doing in my room was what mattered at the time, because that's what I want to fucking do. And we've gone through this every single day for the last fucking year. And not only
Now it's
have
been
you
2.5
shredded
years,
my
guys.
games, but you take a fucking chainsaw to my Xbox One.
I went through.
I like how the dog is right there. He's just stretching like, oh, more
You
drama
should hear
coming
yourself
up.
right now, 'cause you sound like a joke. You just
Jess, you didn't come out of your room for weeks.
because I was doing my job. A lot of jobs now, and we've had this conversation before, but you don't seem to understand, and maybe this will help him, that this world is turning digital. A lot of jobs exist online where you can't even see it being a job.
Right.
You've done so many things that hinder my performance online. You've rated my stream when I had 200.
That was for you running your mouth.
Yeah, you were making fun of him online.
Whatever I want to say. Sometimes I use that as humor.
Yeah, well, it didn't work when I was on the
Not all jokes are good. That doesn't mean you should embarrass me in front of like 200 of my fans, my people, and destroy my stuff. That doesn't solve anything.
And you embarrass your dad by calling him that. So
And
that's kind of a two sides of the same coin right there. If he can do it, I can do it.
It's not.
See, how are you even involved in this?
Well, it's a
All you've
family.
ever done was piss me the fuck off just so you can feel a little better about yourself.
Oh, it's like what Jeffrey says. He wants to see a reaction out of him. He loves it.
All day. What does it matter to you if he's doing something that he loves? Not what
Do you love
want him to
mowing
do.
lawns?
You do what you love to
Yeah.
do. It's his life.
And I love
At the end of
playing
the
video
day,
games.
But we don't see anything from his so-called job. We haven't.
Hello, I just paid you. I just gave you a check for rent. And can we back up a little bit? You know your bill that you gave me?
Yeah. I asked your mother to print out for you. Yeah, I remember it.
So maybe you can predict already what I'm about to say. About legal fees? If the whole thing was faked, if you set that all up, why were you charging me money for something that never happened?
Because we mixed it in there for the crowd pick, the steak and
So
uniform.
I would have paid for
You printed it
your
out.
stuff.
You gave me the figures.
Yeah, that's
You
what was
made it out
wrong.
to be- I had nothing to do with that number.
No, that was the number of all the
You were just
costs
trying
of
to
it.
get money out of me. Anyway,
No, I wasn't trying to get money out of
that
you.
money came from what I do right now. It came from that right there.
Or
It came from him filming it and putting it on YouTube. And I can continue to do this. I can make money off this. It's something you don't
Well,
understand.
what's the gaming aspect? I don't know what the hell you're talking about when you do this
I
gaming
try to
stuff.
explain it. Live streaming, you make money off that.
You do, guys.
You can be a pro gamer too. And I've wanted to do that. And I've expressed my feelings.
Are you making any money at it?
He doesn't start his sexual favors online again.
Does he have to be here, honestly?
Well, it's a family therapy, dude. It's family. He's family too. He's your brother.
We need to.
I need a stool.
Take it seriously.
Let's-
Making
I am
jokes.
taking it very seriously.
Then maybe we should go to Jeff
Yeah, I think that's
and
yeah.
get him.
Alright.
Ah.
I feel pretty good.
Honestly, how do you feel?
I feel a little bit unfairly treated.
See what he does. He puts on a little show for everyone. He acts like he has no feelings, no emotions whatsoever.
Well, I had my camera broken.
You
And he
deserve
said that, and he says that as a joke. I don't get you.
Your own stupidity that did that.
I had my laptops broken.
Well, your brother provoked that one.
Yeah.
I had no idea he was gonna get.
It really hurts me when you take my things and have them broken.
That's true.
I can't do this with him.
Like on the RV,
You
when he got destroyed, his laptop was in there too. So
I didn't know he was gonna do anything to it. I really didn't.
You didn't have a clue?
No, I didn't know what the hell. I needed to use it.
My laptop was in the tent that was destroyed by a backup.
I didn't know that was gonna happen. I needed a laptop, and honestly, we were cool at the time because for once we actually worked together with the trophy destruction. Like we broke those. That was the thing.
Yeah, you broke my shit there too.
Let's.
No, it's all relative to everything that's been
No,
going
it's
on.
not.
We broke that.
Everything that's happened.
We broke things. You broke my fucking play button.
Okay.
I took.
You deserve that because you two were flipping out.
Let's backtrack a bit. Hit the play button.
You got your play button, dude.
I got my play button now.
You got it. I have
Should've done it
nothing.
a lot earlier.
that's true, guys.
All right, let me just ask a question. Where is all this going? Because we're
All right, guys. I'll let you guys know about that YouTube play button. Let you guys know, Jeffrey was the one that kept recording Jesse doing a lot of pranks. When he got his Xbox destroyed and he cut his hair with scissors, he was doing all the videos. But here's the thing that was terrible, guys. He actually that was wrong. He put it all on his channel. So Jesse, in his mind, saying that he uploaded to my channel, so that means it's mine now. But, you know, as a brother, you would have thought that maybe he would have shared his fame with him. But no, he had to take all the credit because it's his channel. Technically it is his channel, but let you guys know, if you have a brother and he's recording you doing stuff and you're getting all those views and you're being famous, don't you guys think that he should get like a little recognition on that? I hope I said that right. Recognition on it. Or a little like say, thanks big brother for helping me helping me with these videos, and thank you for helping me become famous. That was his play button. If he would have done his YouTube channel before that, that button would have been his. All right, guys, back to the video.
trying to figure out how to get along. We're just rehashing
I'm not
everything,
sure it'll
and
happen.
then you guys are just blaming each other. He breaks stuff. You instigate all the time.
That is not true.
All Jesse sees.
I know.
All Jesse sees is how to.
You're acting as if he's a little kid and he's picking up all this vibe between them. It's not true.
I will take this seriously. I have been. Because I have a lot on the line, and I think...
You have a lot on the line?
There is a lot of blame going around. The problem is nobody's accepting it. I am going to be the bigger man, and
You're going to be the bigger man?
No. I haven't done anything.
Nothing.
I have only been reactionary. That's it. I have never done anything.
You've done a lot of stuff, Jesse.
You haven't busted nothing?
I've only reacted to what you've given me.
What about Thanksgiving? What about Thanksgiving?
Do we need to talk about that? Is this relevant?
It has to.
Yeah, what about the trophies? What? Reactionary?
Yeah, because you broke my word. I don't see what Thanksgiving has to do with any of this stuff.
No, I guess
I
you
didn't
would.
get pumpkin
I guess
pie.
you would. You ruined the
Did you
holiday.
get pumpkin pie? I didn't get pumpkin pie.
Okay, guys, on that thing, since this is all about backtracking, let's do a little backtracking. On Thanksgiving, his dad asked his son if he can say grace. And as you guys know, on Thanksgiving, it's traditional to do it. But he didn't want to. And when his dad said, thank you, Lord, for having us here in this feast, and please, oh please, get Jesse a job. And Jesse took that the wrong way. And so he decided to retaliate the same way. He is, I'm grateful for video games. I look up to Master Chief. He's my hero. And I'm grateful for Mom for buying me a new Xbox One after my dick of a dad destroyed it. Now right there, that's disrespectful. Not just to the family, but to him, to God. You're saying grace, saying thank you, Lord, for this great feast, and thank you for having us together. And you're telling God that your dad is a dick, but he loves all his children, guys. Let you guys know on that part, but. It's funny how He says that he doesn't do anything wrong. I'm just reacting. And yet you destroyed his trophies because you got back at him for destroying your YouTube play button, which is both you and Jeffrey's play button. You had that. If you could have shared it with him, but no, you just had to take all the credit. And that will come back later on the other videos.
No, I didn't get anything.
I did that
Full
because
turkey.
you made me look like a fool. Mom, I got this!
Alright.
Shit!
Here we
Bring it
go.
down.
I don't want the cop coming back to me.
Wow, you really just yelled at your mom.
Thanksgiving because you put me on blast in front of the whole fucking family. You said that I had to get a job, and you put that as part of grace, and you already know I don't believe in that shit. And you put that on me because you knew that would get a reaction out of me. And putting me in front of the whole family, maybe that would cause change. This is like this bullshit scared straight thing.
I thought it would work.
Maybe you thought that worked, and
Thanksgiving was a different story. But you didn't have
it's
to
the
go
same
the route you
story.
did.
It's the same story.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
You got the same story just thrown around in your head.
Jesse, explain to your dad how you felt when he made that statement at the Thanksgiving table.
I felt helpless.
How did you feel helpless?
I felt alone. I felt really isolated.
It was a sarcastic joke at the time.
No.
You see that right there? His mom's trying to reach out to him and say it's okay, and he just pushed her off. That's bad. He's saying he's feel alone? He's not alone. You got a family that loves you, and they want you to do great in life. And also, guys, like I said, doesn't matter if it's real or fake, it's entertaining. I've watched this whole thing ever since then. Okay, guys? Like I said, the first video that I watched was when his psycho dad shredded his games with a lawnmower. And so I started to backtrack and just catch up on everything, what the hell's going on. He said he's alone. He's not alone. He has his family and friends. But this is a dad here that doesn't believe that video games will take you far in life. And I'm sure you guys will think that too. It won't. It can make you a lot of money, but along the way, what are you going to tell your friend? Tell everyone, hey man, I haven't seen you in a long time. What's your job? Oh, I'm a pro gamer. I make this much money, and yeah, that sounds good. But in the back of your mind, it's like you're not putting any hard work at it. So you're sitting in a house playing video games, and you're not doing anything outside. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm a fuel station attendant. I work outside. I clean pumps. I do register. I sweep outside. I do everything. I do play video games too. But how is it that every time you said I consider YouTube a job. I do. I really do. If it isn't, I wouldn't be doing this right now. But I think what his dad's saying that how are you going to get something out of it by staying in your room all this time and nobody sees you for a long period of time. That's what he's trying to say. I'm sure you guys get that now, I hope.
You went off the deep end again.
It's not a deep end. I felt like everyone's against me, just like I feel right now. And could somebody else post?
It's not. No, it's not.
Nobody's against you, Jess.
Good, because we all need to know our words hurt.
See how he's getting
Or where is it? Don't you
Yeah,
fucking touch me!
I see how he's getting emotional.
And you don't care!
The hell I don't care.
He does care.
Alright, yeah.
He's being a dad. Dads do that.
I made a mistake.
And I apologize for that.
Yeah, you did, but you screwed up Christmas. Burn the Christmas
That was
tree.
because I didn't get a Wii U.
Yeah, big deal.
It's
That's
just
all I wanted. And he gets a freaking Xbox One that he didn't even ask for at the time.
Oh my
kids
God.
don't do what they
What does
want.
it matter what he gets?
You got
We've always got what we wanted.
I know you've always got what you wanted. So that time you burned the Christmas tree?
It was just
It's a
it
game.
was just a tree. It's not that.
No, just like we went to London.
Okay,
You
all
go to that
right.
show, and then what do? You stay in the room and play video games all the time.
That's all there was to do. London wasn't that exciting. It was fucking buildings and accents. What do you freaking do?
Right.
but you're in a different
Well, we don't
country.
together, but-
Sightsee.
We should have game together.
No, not with
Just
that little handheld.
like me and my friends getting together that you ruined because you came and smashed my laptop, Corin's laptop, Mark's laptop.
That's because you provoked.
No, we're just starting to be friends again. I'm surprised. I'm thinking he's even filming this shit. We didn't talk for 2 months.
That was
Because of what you did.
You guys wouldn't quiet down because you won't keep
You know
quiet.
what that was? That was him provoking. He was trying to get me loud, and he was videotaping so he could get more views.
You guys had like 35, 17 bottles of Mountain Dew down there. Don't tell me.
He's making the same lame ass jokes he's making that night.
But either way, you guys were so stayed up. We had to get up and go. You go to work.
All right, guys, back to the on that. That was the LAN party. Oh, also first, they went to London to go on a UK show called Virtually Famous. Mcjuggernuggets was on that show because, as you guys know, he was virtually famous on the internet. But here's the thing: his dad was out there, and you're in London. You're in London, a different country, and you're in London. And your sightseeing is great. You see old buildings. You're in a different country. You're not in America anymore. And he was in his room playing video games. I mean, that's the thing, guys. Hey, I went to Hawaii. There was great malls there. I went to the beach. I performed on Pearl Harbor. I performed on Pearl Harbor, guys, and that was the best time of my life right there. And it was also sad being on the actual spot where over 1,000 people, soldiers, lost their lives, and they were in that ship. Couldn't believe it. I actually met 3 of the veterans who are still alive, and they were there, shaking hands with everybody, saying we all say thank you for serving us. Thank you for fighting for our freedom. But anyway, back on this video. Also, this was the LAN party. They were being loud, and well, Jeffrey did provoke them. There you go. But after that, his dad came down, and I said that, look, we gotta get early. I want you guys to be quiet because we have jobs. And Jesse actually reacted to it. Said, so I don't have a job? Is that what you're saying? And I said, if you have to, because you're not listening to me. And he said, if you were a better dad, you would understand. That right there, he disrespected them. And that's what he did. He just tipped over the cup full of Mountain Dew, destroyed Jesse's laptop, and then when they told him that, he said that, my friends think you're crazy. And he said, do you guys think I'm crazy? They're saying, tell him. Come on, guys, tell him. They didn't want to say anything because this is his dad, and they don't disrespect his father. So how he does it is just flip the table over. So there you go, guys. Back to the video.
The next morning.
Go to work, yeah. Hey, can we talk about that? How I work for him for free?
No, work.
Jess, didn't we make an agreement?
Hold on, no, I want to hear Dr. Nelson's thoughts on this. Do you think that's right?
Joseph fertilizer.
Jesse and I have
Letter?
discussed that. We have discussed that. And I don't necessarily agree with him not getting paid for a job that he's doing. If he's employed by you and providing you service, he should be paid for it.
Yeah, but that was part of the agreement, him coming back. He was going to do it for free.
But that has to raise some flags. You know,
Why do you have to raise flags?
I mean, that's like
You did an agreement. He did make an agreement in order to get back home.
If
I'm already paying rent to you, and then I work for you for free.
But it doesn't matter. If I need help with something, aren't you obliged to help your father?
Yeah, but this is for your business. This is for a job, aka you have to pay me.
Why do I have to pay you?
Because it's a job.
You made
Just
an
because
agreement.
I'm your son doesn't mean it's not a job.
You made an
You,
agreement.
the job master, and everybody got to get a job, should understand that.
You made an agreement.
Agreements can be changed.
Well, he should have come to me and tried to change
Just
it.
let me have one thing, for fuck's sake. I gave you rent. I showed you that I can be independent and pay for myself. I don't want to work for you for free. If I have more time to do my thing, you might be able to get more rent out of me. If that's what
I
you want.
don't want
If
any
that's
more
what you
rent.
want, you want more
We
money.
agreed upon that. I might be able to sway off the free labor. All right? Does that work?
Can I get that in writing?
No. You don't need it in writing. If I tell you, it's gospel. All right?
Man.
I don't have to work for you anymore.
No. If that's what it takes,
Alright, no, that's good.
no. So it's done. All right?
You can say what you want.
coming and looking.
I'm good, it's just.
It's just you bring a lot of this on yourself.
Okay, but.
He kind of does.
How about when you kicked me out of the house?
How about you?
And I was living in a tent, and then you destroyed the tent I was living in. Because what was the problem there? What were your feelings
There
there?
was more to the story than meets the eye. What were you doing out there?
Your son was living in a fucking tent, and that's okay. And then you destroy the tent. You realize how sadistic that sounds?
You were out there in a tent in the backyard.
Because that's all I had to go. I didn't know where to go. I didn't quarter money over his house.
You were supposed to be roughing it. You were going to go to one of your friend's house. If I
You didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. You didn't even care. And you didn't even have the respect to turn your cell phone off during this.
Well, Jess,
Good. Now we can transition to something else.
he kicked you out because you destroyed his trophies to get back.
Were we getting somewhere there? I felt like this was making things worse.
Okay, guys, if you guys are wondering why he was kicked out and was living in a tent, because he destroyed his dad's trophies to get back at him for destroying his play button. And that's how that turned out. He grilled his Wii U by putting it on his barbecue grill, spraying it with that gasoline liquid, and burned the hell out of it. So he pushed over the grill. That's it. And you know how that worked out? Did not do very well. That's how he got kicked out.
No, I think you need to express how you feel. So your father kicking you out of the house.
What do you want to know about? How I had to fucking shit in the woods? You had no idea what it was like, and you were just as wrong as I was in that time. You broke the trophies too, asshole. And can we talk about that? Why do you treat him so much better than you treat me?
That's not true.
There's nothing he does not. You're both treated the
He
same.
plays video games just as much as I do.
But he has a job.
He's got a normal job. That's what I'm saying. He
That's
doesn't
the
have
thing,
to work
guys.
every other dollar.
Making videos is normal. If you look at it as, say, YouTube is like a cable company. I have my own channel, and I make content.
Yeah, well, at the time, I didn't know you made any money off of it.
Because that's what matters. It's not what I want to do. It's what makes you money.
No, but you're supposed to get out in the world. Get out of your room. Make a living.
Yeah.
Place of your own.
That's the thing, guys. That's what he's trying to say. Make a living. Go out there. See the world. You're not going to do it in a gaming world.
I want to hear something real from you.
I feel like
I gotta take this call. Seriously.
Look,
I feel like our relationship
is bad because you don't feel anything. You act like you don't feel anything. I don't know where that came from, but you can't have a connection or any type of relationship with anyone if you don't give anything in return. Do you see me right now? I'm 100% vulnerable. Does that do anything? Sorry, nobody can hear you. Because you're what, embarrassed?
Tell me of a time where you guys had a great relationship.
we used to play video games together.
When we were younger, we used to be close. We used to play games, but
When did it start changing, would you say?
I wanted a PlayStation, you wanted an Xbox.
see, and I can't take that seriously.
That's when it started. You wanted to play that, and I wanted to play the other.
that's true, guys.
Material
When you
things.
have different systems, you can't play with each other that well.
I mean, those were activities that we kind of shared in that we didn't. That was just the tip of the iceberg,
Well, here's the thing, guys. They're like 3 or 4 years apart. And look, he has a job. He doesn't have enough time to do all that stuff with Jesse.
And why
He's always trying to one-up you.
I don't understand why it's a problem then if we're so similar.
Because you're so damn competitive, that's the problem.
Oh, you're back. Cool.
Yeah, he just walked in.
Alright? There is life out here, you know. I gotta take calls. Just like you gotta take calls, your brother's gotta take calls. You gotta sit there and text, play on the phones.
I didn't even bring my phone. I haven't even touched it, unlike this guy.
This is probably the first time, maybe.
So Jesse, going back to what you were saying to your brother, what would you like to see different in your relationship?
Compassion. I feel like that's all that really needs to happen.
I think what his dad said was true. They're too.
Sitting here,
They're competitive.
doing some sort of compassion.
If you cared
for your condition,
for my condition,
you guys want to send me a condition.
Huh.
Can we get into something? Come on.
Damn.
Tell me how you feel. You sure hell thinks I don't care.
when you break my stuff, he doesn't care. That's not compassion. When you film me getting fucking arrested.
You weren't arrested. Cut it
I
out.
just did that.
I see it.
We all thought it was a good idea for you.
Yeah.
We thought filming was a good idea.
Well, that I kind of just did.
I had no idea on that one.
You broke the camera, I kind of just thought, hey, why not?
Well, hey, if you brought the camera, might as well use it. That's what he's saying.
Jerry, let's give you the floor.
Well, it's not, this isn't working like I thought it was going to work. I thought that they would be open and talk about their feelings.
All right, guys, let's stop right there for a second. Now, on that part where he says that when he breaks my stuff, you don't feel anything. Well, here's the thing, Jess. That's not his stuff. That's your stuff. He's not going to react to it. But here's the thing. He reacted when his laptop gets destroyed by his dad, by you. Now, here's the thing. Jess, on the first video where he axed the laptop, Jesse asked Jeffrey for his laptop to show his dad the Psycho Dad video. And so he destroyed it with an axe. He says, why'd you do that? He says, you know that's Jeffrey's laptop, right? He says, I did not know that. I thought it was yours. Oh, really? That was yours? You set me up. He says, all right, pick it up and take it to your brother. And tell him what you did. And guess what? He did. Now, when his laptop got ran over by a backhoe, because he allowed him to borrow his laptop so he could upload videos. It got destroyed by a Psycho Dad here. And also, guys, fast forward all the way to this year, when his dad destroyed the RV, Jeffrey's laptop was in there too. So, in layman's terms, every time when Jesse borrows something, it gets destroyed. And he reacts because that's his stuff that you're letting him borrow, Jesse. Jesse's letting you borrow those laptops, and it got destroyed. And for him not to react to you when you get your stuff destroyed, it doesn't matter to him because that's not his. That's how it works, guys.
They're not talking about the real feelings.
I
I mean, you are. I don't, there's a lot of
Sometimes you-
disrespect.
Thank you.
No, and you are being disrespectful too. I mean, he's an adult, they're both adults.
I agree with you.
It goes both ways.
They gotta show some initiative around here. They gotta show respect. There's things around here they gotta do too. We can't sit there and coddle them all the time.
We don't coddle them all the time. You don't
yeah.
coddle them at all, ever.
Never. I beg to differ.
And how does this affect your relationship?
Makes it rough. Really does.
Oh yeah, we don't agree on hardly anything. I don't tell him stuff. He doesn't, like I told Jesse about the Scared Straight.
Oh, you told him?
Yes, I told him, I felt really bad, and I told him. What was it gonna hurt to tell him after the fact?
I mean, you're the one that taught me how to play video games.
Yeah, I taught you how to go to play video games.
I had friends tell me that they played games with their dad.
We used to play
That,
games too.
and that in my mind seems so far-fetched.
You used
What?
to play games. Your father loved playing games, loved playing video games.
And you
He
too.
taught you guys how to play
Yeah.
games.
Then what happened?
Life hits. You have to mature. You gotta have responsibility. You can't sit there and play games your whole life. I had to work.
Oh, guys. Does that sound familiar?
He plays with me. He started his own YouTube channel. Do you care? No.
It's great for Uncle Larry if he has his
And
own
no,
life.
it's great for me. Because that shows somebody actually cares. A father figure that cares.
Okay, guys, let's get back on that part where he says that he used to play video games with them, but it had to stop. Now, fast forward. This was on Psycho Dad's Breakthrough. On Psycho Dad's Breakthrough, Jesse wanted to yell at him he was playing with his sword, saying, "Oh, you're telling me not to go see my girl, telling me that she's not gonna come. Well, I'm not gonna listen to you," acting like a tough guy. But then when he was talking to him, saying that when we used to play video games, I had to stop because everyone, even his father, his dad, told Jeffrey Sr. that you can't play video games with your kid. You gotta grow up. You gotta be a man and take care of your family. So that's why he stopped, guys. But I want to tell you guys something else on that one. Parents do play video games with their kids. Hell, I have a mom and dad who actually played video games with me and my brothers. We had an N64. We had Mario Kart. Both my mom and dad were sick, but they were able to take us to school and take us home. So guess what happened, guys? When we came through that door, they couldn't drive us, so we had to walk home. As for my little brother, he stayed home because they were sick that day, so me and my brother had to walk home. So as we opened the door, who was on the floor playing N64? My parents. They were having fun, having the time of their lives. And also they played Galaga. This is back when we had Super Nintendo. They actually made a Super Game Boy where you can play your Game Boy games on the Super Nintendo. My mom and dad stayed up till 11 p.m. My mom had the highest score of Galaga, 699,999 points. And she died. She was so proud of herself that day, she wrote a post-it note saying, "Mom, Galaga score, that points." Parents can play video games, but it's like what he says. You can't play with your video games with your kids all the time. You have to you have to be an adult. You have to be responsible. That's how it is, guys.
Time. I don't. I work, Jess.
So does he.
I have damn things to deliver back.
Gaming's not, good for you. Gaming's not a problem.
Gaming's a problem. You gotta stop.
No, it's not.
No, I don't.
I'm not going to stop doing what I love. Are you going to stop mowing lawns?
I have to.
He has to work.
Oh, so do I.
That's why when you're not making any money, don't think.
I make money on streaming.
Just
It's not
stop the
a problem.
games.
I have to.
Just stop them.
I think you have a good point there, Jeff, and I think we need to continue with that.
Yeah, what's his point?
I think I have a lot of people that I work with over the years who have
Right.
games or gaming, and
Have you ever played a video game in your life?
this isn't about me, Jeff.
No, it is. Because that makes you feel comfortable, right? Have you played? What have you played?
Yes, I have.
10 games in the past week. Shut. This is.
I have played games.
Okay, so you can attest to this. So you know what it's like to be a gamer. Would you call yourself a gamer?
I would not call myself a gamer.
Jess, it's not about her. It's about you.
No, this is important
Man.
because a lot of people judge because they're not one themselves, just like you.
Well, I think we need to ask what types of games. What types
Okay,
of
I can
games?
talk your ear off. I play all sorts of games. I play adventure games. I play RPGs. I play. Shut the fuck up. I play shooters. One of my favorite games ever is Halo. Do
Okay.
you know Halo?
Yes, I've never played Halo, but
You've
I
heard
do.
of it.
Yes, I
That's a
have.
first-person shooter. And that's
Right.
one of my favorite games. I like Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty's
And
alright.
this is what I try to explain to you. Games like that,
Like,
there are studies of them causing aggression.
Violence in games.
tendencies.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesse.
They do.
Maybe you could argue that my dad plays games. He's a gamer because he has violent tendencies, right? He's really aggressive.
Yeah, Donkey Kong and Mario. Yeah, maybe aggressive.
Yeah,
Just
seeing
stop
Mario.
games, that's all.
I don't know.
Yeah, seeing Mario. Yeah, Nintendo games were very violent back then. Yeah, having Mario destroy barrels with a hammer and to save a girl from Donkey Kong. That wasn't violent then. Well, we have games right now. They're more violent than they had put together. There's like over thousands of Nintendo games. We see a lot of people. You see them destroy zombies, destroy bats, destroy people with guns. Yeah, back then it wasn't violent, but we didn't see blood. That's what I'm saying.
Dr. Nelson, I'm curious where you're going with this.
Here's a question for you, Jesse.
Yeah.
After all the years of playing these games and being a...
That's where I derive most of my knowledge.
Okay.
That's
Has
the
it ever brought about feelings of where you may have wanted to harm anyone or maybe felt any ill will to anyone in this room, your family? Your dad, for example.
No. That would be crazy. And I'm not crazy.
Well, guys, that is the understatement of the year. We've seen a lot of times where he wanted to hurt his dad. Do you guys remember when he smashed the TV with the bat? That's because his brother took the Game Boy SP off of him and told his dad. And he said, I want some respect. Is what him and the bat? Kinda, yeah. And then after that, he, at the end of the Psycho series, he shot his dad because he wanted his money back. Well, that's different. Those games teach you how to release your anger by hurting people. Like I told you guys, starting to show that violent games actually can cause a tendency inside the brain to make you feel aggressive all the time. And he said this is where he based all of his knowledge. And he says that he's not crazy. He has harmed. He did harm some of his family members. Well, look at Jeffrey, for example. Psycho Brother stomps glasses. Well, he stomped his glasses. That provoked him to fighting him, and then he bashed him in the head with a bottle. And then he pretends to say that he was the one who threatened me with the bottle, saying if you tell our parents that we fought, I'm going to hit you with this. And then he didn't get away with that. So technically, all the stuff that we've seen, the video games did mess with his brain. I think we all know that, guys.
If you think these games are causing that shit.
Okay. There are studies that they do cause aggression.
I bet there are. Yeah, I bet a lot of people look into that. They assign blame to that. When it has
And I do have to agree with your father that maybe the gaming needs to stop.
Yeah, it needs to stop. That
I
makes
think it would be
sense.
nice. It's a great idea if it stops.
I have to agree with him, Jesse.
Professionally, you would have to agree that I need to stop playing video games.
Yes.
That makes shut the fuck up.
Why
You're just trying to add fuel to this fucking fire.
Come on,
There's nothing wrong with video games. There's nothing wrong with them.
All right, I think we need to relax.
It's really easy to sit here and judge, to watch bullshit on the television and say, you know what? Yeah, these voices, these faces behind the camera, they know exactly what's going on with games.
See right here, guys?
We're normal people.
There's no such thing as normal people.
No, I'm not. I'm defending a point because nobody understands me.
Nobody?
Corn does, because you're a gamer. You know, it's not this bad.
The corn's not flipping out behind the camera.
Look, Dr. Nelson, you know, I have a condition, and I'm not. What the fuck is that?
This is
what are you trying?
I thought I destroyed that.
Jeffrey, get the. No, I don't know what these are. These are your games. You play these all the time.
I think we need to
What
calm
do you
down.
like? You like Halo?
I like all of them.
You like Grand Theft Auto here?
It has nothing to do with anything. Jeffrey, shut up.
A lot of first-person shooters.
Yeah, I get it.
You don't think maybe you should try and cut down a bit?
Why is he even here? I don't get it. Get the fuck out of here.
It says
Get the fuck out of here.
It's called Psycho.
I don't want to hear it. You lie, you bullshit, you manipulate me into thinking there's this fakerettes. You have no idea what it's like to be a gamer or YouTuber or anything. You're too old, and you do the same shit as me.
It's time to go.
Yeah, but he has.
Call the fucking kettle quack.
Well, he has a job,
I'm
Jess.
sorry, but I don't know what you were thinking bringing this fucking quack here.
All right.
That's your therapist, dude.
I think I'm.
Fuck.
Told him to stash like that.
I'm sorry.
He may have done the same thing, but he has a job, Jess.
Get the fuck out of here, you know. Get the fuck out of here. Corn. Shut the fuck.
Well, guys, that is the video of the psychotherapy boys. Well, guys, that was the end of the psycho-family therapy. Now, we've seen a lot of stuff about that, and that stash right there, let's just say that it was buried. If you wonder why it was buried, because the reason why the video games were buried, because his dad found out that Jesse was making shirts called Psycho Dad t-shirts and Psycho Dad hats. He didn't like it so much, so he decided to dig a hole with his backhoe and bury them. So now, guys, I think we all seen what happened here in this video. Now we've seen why Jesse is acting this way and why his dad is acting this way, and you'd be surprised. It was like, ugh. That's the thing, guys. That is the funniest thing ever, knowing the fact that he did all this just to prove a point. I don't think his point was clear that, yeah, this is a job. I'm going to do this. And it's funny how he was saying that Jeffrey does the same thing as I do. Why don't you get on him instead of me? He said, because he has a job. Well, guys, this was a video request by, I think it was Grant Perez, I believe, to do reactions on this video, because since we're seeing these new videos coming out in this new series, since we're backtracking, he wanted me to backtrack on one video, which was this. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Well, guys, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reactions, more gameplay. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what the next video is and what the next letter will be. A lot of you guys have been saying that it might spell not real, or not alive, or psychopath or Mcjuggernuggets, because we all know that there's no O at Mcjuggernuggets, or not real. It could be that. But you know what, guys? It's something. It's got to be something that we're missing here. But we'll find that out later. Well, guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget, like I always say, stay positive, guys.